N'oge ọbụla nkụnye n'ife izizi m na-ekwu nna anyị nọ n'eluigwe. Oge ọbụla ebe m anọ na.
Hello, fellow Biafrans. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. I want to welcome you to this wonderful program this afternoon. And as you can see, I'm and the environment is cookie. I want to welcome you this afternoon. And as usual, I'll be bringing our brother Mazi Solomon Peter, who will be talking about a series of issues of concern. And we want to bring the discussion home. And that is why we are here today. With me is Mazi Solomon Peter. Mazi, welcome to the program. You unmute yourself, please, Mazi. Unmute yourself. Unmute.
Thank you, Mazi Pat. Thank you, Mazi Pat, for this program tonight. At my end, I say good evening to Biafran, and good night, and good afternoon, lovers of freedom, lovers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, haters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are welcome into this very program tonight. We are not going to take much of your time, but we will beg you, honestly, we will beg you with everything from our heart. Please share this very program. It's going to be brief, and it's going to be brief indeed. We are not going to waste a lot of time because at my end here is already 11 p.m. So we will just hold this program brief, and then we'll come back tomorrow morning. Please do us favor to share this very program, share it, and make sure that everybody around you get into this very program. It's very, very important. It's very, very important that you come into this very program tonight. Thank you so much, Mazi Pat, for making me part of this very program. As if you want me to proceed, so we will be able to analyze, and we will not be able to play some clips which we're supposed to play as to regard to what we come to do here tonight. Daalụnụ daalụnụ ndị be anyị, daalụnụ ndị be anyị, daalụnụ ndị be anyị. Achọrọ m ọtụtụ ndị Igbo ebe a, ndị Igbo Biafra, ndị Igbo Biafra. Where are you? Please come into this very program. Ndi Igbo Biafra, please come into this very program.
We might be taking a clip, but it's something I have to look into. And our focus this week is going to be in Ebonyi, specifically Mazi Solomon. A lot of things are happening in Ebonyi State, and there's a clip you sent me, and I'm trying to see if we can take that clip. But meanwhile, I would like you to proceed on the stage of the revolution we find ourselves today, because it's very, very important that people understand the stage we are. A lot of people don't even understand that the revolution you are even seeking and asking for have started already. There are a lot of people who are asking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when are we going to start dealing with the political leaders?
Mazi Pat, at this point, yes. I think I just have to proceed. So okay, I can make my point very quick, and then
go ahead.
Yeah. So we are talking about revolution, and the reason for this very program today is as a result of the question and answer that Mazi, at my end here it was in the morning. At your end, it might be morning, it might be afternoon, it might be evening, depend on your time zone. But I followed through the programs, and I had a lot of people who claim to be in this very formation of IPOP, calling into the program and saying a lot of things, like trying to put a word in the mouth of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of them did not even believe that the revolution has already started. But I'm going to brief you this very evening as I will come back in my morning to continue in this very program. Now, the day that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu launched ESN, the day that Mazi launched ESN, that day is the day that revolution began. Fulani, the impact that Fulani has has done to Nigeria, the impact of Fulani in Nigeria can never be forgotten. The impact of Fulani in Nigeria the impact that Fulani has made to Nigeria can never be forgotten. Remember that it is this Buhari that is your president today that overthrew the democratic elected government in Nigeria. It is this Buhari that is your president that overthrew that government and make the long stay of the military government in Nigeria after the war. It is this your Buhari who is your president today. The same man you brought back, and he came again and used his foot soldiers, his militants, Fulani herdsmen, to destabilize democracy in Nigeria again. And I will tell you, the life of Nigeria has never remained the same. The impact that the Fulani has made to Nigeria can never be forgotten. Can never be forgotten. And Nigeria can never remain the same. Nigeria can never remain the same. They have succeeded in collapsing the country. They have succeeded in ravishing the country. And everything about Nigeria can never remain the same again as a result of the Fulani. Now, the vacuum the Fulani created now brought about launching of ESN. Launching of ESN. And why I'm making brief this night, because I want you to join in tomorrow morning as we start this program. As we start this program, I want you to join, and I want you to mention it to people who is going to join us. And I want you to share this very program until he reached the hand of everyone that needed to hear what we are saying this very night. The revolution have started. So I want to be very brief. The revolution have started the day that ESN was launched. Now, I want to brief you how we get to where we are today. A man called Uwazulike started the new agitation for Biafra in 1999. In 1999. And the escalation of that agitation he started in 1999 was in the 2012, where by the emergence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was the escalation of that agitation that was started in 1999. In 2012, it escalated. It escalated. Then, by the emergence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and in 2020, the same agitation escalated when ESN was launched. Now, this revolution that we are into is on different phases and in different layers, and one step at a time. That is how the revolution is started. Because Ofeke, people are still calling the same method, language they are using when Uchemofo was sleeping in Radio Biafra is the same method of reasoning, and the calling, they are still calling and talking like even at this very time that the revolution has taken another dimension. They are still reasoning the same way. They are still thinking that there will be a time. There will be a time when they will when they will have the ownership of what is happening, they are still thinking that there will be a time when it's going to happen, when Biafra will be declared in a different way. But I want to bring to them that the level have changed. I want to bring to them that the face of the revolution now is not at the same as what started in 1999 and what started in 2012. In 2020, it has changed a dimension. And that is what I am here tonight to tell you, because most of our people, they are very, very ignorant, even though they claim to be a student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they still talk like people who they are still breastfeeding. They have never eaten the bone of this very struggle. They are not in the spirit. They don't understand. They don't understand the motion and the speed that the struggle or the revolution is taking at this very moment. Now, and that is what I come to brief you. And I will come back tomorrow morning and you will understand it in full. Listen and listen very, very attentively. Now, revolution have started. Revolution have started. You don't need to wait for any other time. The revolution started the day that ESN was unveiled. There is no going back. There is no going back. Anybody that stands on your way this time, you don't need calling Radio Biafra. Anybody that says that this revolution will not be complete, you don't need consultation. If you are genuine, if you are sincere, if you are not a saboteur, if you are 100% committed, you don't need any calling or funny questions in the Radio Biafra for you to know that the revolution is on. Listen and listen attentively. For some of you who are playing game, for some of you who are playing with the life of our people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in Radio Biafra, in question and answer, he said, 10,000 men are under arms. You that is beating around the bush, looking for the downfall of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the downfall of IPOP. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said 10,000 men are under arms. Now, they are under arm, under the template to deliver security of life and property over our land, under the template to deliver the security of life and the property in our land, So what I am telling you right now, you might doubt Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but even if you doubt him, I want you to hear clearly what I am saying in this very program. 10,000 men are under armed in Biafran land, under the command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That simply means that the only thing binding and saving your society today is the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That if anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that if anything happened that you succeeded in making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to fall, 10,000 men in your community are under armed. 10,000 men under your community, in your society, in your states are under armed, under the template to deliver the security of life and the property. Then what do you think that it will happen if you, by your nonchalant attitude, refusing to take the ownership of these 10,000 men, refusing to support ESN, refusing to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you play politics with it? What happened to you if these 10,000 men are removed from the template of protecting life and property and something went wrong? What do you think that it will happen to your society? How safe do you think that your society could still be? Some of you that are playing game, is the people that I'm bringing this broadcast to. You that is playing game, 10,000 men under arm. Do you think of what will happen if these 10,000 men will be removed from the template of protection of life and the property? And they are being removed from that template. How safe do you think that your community will be? How safe do you think that your state will be? Some of you who think that the revolution has not started, I am talking to you tonight, and I will unveil a lot of things by tomorrow morning. By tomorrow morning, make sure you join this very program. Make sure, because people don't understand what it means. What it means. 10,000 men under arm. 10,000 men under arm. What about if you succeed to make IPOP to lose control over these men? What do you think if you make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to lose control over these men? What do you think that it will happen if you make the IPOP to lose control over these men? What do you think that it will happen in your society? What do you think that it will happen to your state? What do you think that it will happen to your people? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? It is called for reasoning. For some of you that doesn't know that the revolution has started, for some of you that doesn't know that the revolution has started, are the people that I am talking to in this very program. You are the kind of people that I will want you to join this program tomorrow morning. 10,000 men under arm. 10,000 men under arm. I know why I am sounding this very warning, because you are going to recall to this very program. Mazi, give me time. I want to upload and I will come back to you. Okay? Because this program is taking up tomorrow morning. This program
that is what I'm trying to say, Mazi.
We are going to show you. I'm trying
to say that when you talk about tomorrow morning, you must make the reference so that people will understand that you are about 10 hours ahead. So we'll be able to stipulate the accurate time so that people will be able to join us in the due time. If not, people will be expecting, because you know that in Biafra land and here in Europe, the time difference is not the same with Australia. So, but we are going to fix that time consecutively. Go ahead, Mazi Solomon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling my attention to that. So also, please try to share this very program. Try to share this very program. Okay? If you are calling in Radio Biafra, I want you to articulate. I want you to articulate. Now, the agitation for Biafra has escalated. It has escalated into the dimension of revolution. Revolution is at the point where things are at the point where things take place, where at the point where things happen. Revolution, the time when there is an automatic change, both in nature, both in environment, both in status. Now, the ESN has been launched in 2020. That is the moment revolution took place. And Mazi said, 10,000 men, they are under arm as we speak now, under the template of protection of life and property of Ndi-Igbo and the whole entire Old Eastern region, which is known as Biafran land. They are already armed. And these people, they are only under one command. One, not two, under one command. That simply means if anything happened to the command of this man, if anything happened to IPOP, if anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what will be your fate? for 10,000 men under arm in your society. And this is the message to every damn person who is coming to play politics with the life of their people. Let them recall to this very program that it is no more a child play, that in your society right now, 10,000 men are under arm. So be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. If you run in the wrong side, if you eventually run on the wrong side, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. I am talking to you. Make sure you join me. It's going to be my morning here and your evening. Join me. We are going to discuss it. Revolution has started. And I'm going to tell you, at this point of revolution, I will be telling you tomorrow morning where needed to be captured. In this revolution, we should be thinking where need to be captured at this very moment. Where need to be captured. And all you need to do is to join force with this revolution. If it fails, we are all gone. If this revolution fails, we are gonna. We are finished. We are doomed for life. We are doomed for life. Both governor, both senator, both nwata, both okenye. Mmadụ niile. This revolution that started, that 10,000 men under arm. If this revolution fail, we are gonna. Nigeria is still claiming today that the flood of arm into the north is a result of Gaddafi in Libya. That was why the ammunition is flooding in the north. If this revolution fail, we are gonna. We are finished. We are done. Stop calling Radio Biafra and saying nonsense. Looking for who will capture anybody that you know that is your problem. Remember in 80s, the boys Oye. You cannot sit in your house and you say it's going to happen. It's going to happen next week. It's happening now. You don't need to be calling Radio Biafra as if it is when Uchemofo is sleeping in Radio Biafra. I call you to thank you for the good work you are doing for Obiloko Obilibo. This is not the time. Revolution is on. You need to join this moving train now. You need to give all your support, because this is a kind of revolution that can never be allowed to fail. 10,000 men under arm. There is danger if this revolution fail. There is danger. There is danger. Nigeria can never contain it. Southeast can never contain it. I say the whole eastern region, Biafran land, can never contain it. So therefore, you must be well articulated. You must know the season that we are in, so you know what to say and how to say it. You know where to belong. You know where to stand at this time. You need to extend your antenna high. Revolution has already started. Stop playing like a boy. Start playing like nothing is happening. Start playing like it's going to stop tomorrow. This revolution will not fail. If this revolution fail, Madini Nago, Anyị gwụrụ agụ. Anyị gwụrụ agụ. That is what I'm bringing to you. You should be thinking now, where do I need to use this opportunity to capture? Are you a religious man? You need to capture. You need to capture religion right now and put religion to this very, and invest everything that religion has to give you in this revolution to succeed. Because if you fail, you are finished. Let me tell you, if all the political arena need to be captured now, or else if you stay back, I don't care, or Basarom, and this revolution fell, you will be the one to be blamed. So all the political arena need to be captured now in the old eastern region. Put your antenna on. All the political arena need to be captured, because this is not the kind of revolution that will fail. All the political arenas, all the political space and political arenas need to be captured. Stop playing politics. Now, all the traditional rulers, territories, all the traditional rulers arenas need to be captured now. This revolution can never fail. And what should be your activity at this very time is to support ESN full. Support ESN full. Remember that Jesus talked about himself, and they also talk about the Holy Ghost. And he said, sin against Holy Ghost can never be forgiven. Sin against Holy Ghost can never be forgiven. This is not IPOP family, house family. This is not IPOP high coming to gather and clap hand and pray and share information and go. No, it is 10,000 men under arm. 10,000 men under arm in Biafran land. So you need to surrender everything to ensure that these 10,000 men remain under the template in which they are launched. To make sure this is not politics, this is not game. Think about your people, think about your home, think about your environment. Think about it, that every support required for these men, 10,000 men, that as of this very moment to remain under the template in which they are created, you will understand better by tomorrow morning. And when you see people who talk rubbish, you will spit at their face, because you have to do everything to have the ownership of these 10,000 men, to make sure that these 10,000 men are 100% or even 1,000,000% working on your favor. If anything go wrong, remember these men that are under arm today. There's nothing you can do to reverse the training you can do to reverse their position at this very moment. It has been a mark in a history that they have gone to that very dimension. No turning back. Is either they succeed or we all fail. Is either they succeed or all of us will fail. Very, very important. And why I'm saying it is just because you that is sabotaging IPOP, you that is with IPOP, be very careful. Be very, very, very careful. Very, very careful. That are being assigned by DSS to sabotage what IPOP is doing to support ESN. Be very careful. It is dangerous. 10,000 men under arm facing your society. It is a high risk. If you don't know, if That template, if you by your sabotage do everything to destroy that template in which they are created, you are finished. You are finished. We are all doomed as people. And that is what I've come to tell Biafrans here. That is what I come to tell Biafrans here. To join me tomorrow morning, we are going to break down what we are saying in my morning today. We are going to break it down. It's no more a joke. It's not a shy play. And don't you ever think and ever think that if you make a mistake for not supporting this ESN and something happened on that very template, don't you ever think that you will be saved. Because the reason why I am telling you, you are praising today, they are sent today. But these people that are playing games and politics, even in IPOP structure, these people that think that IPOP is like holding social club meetings, that IPOP is a social club. If you don't bring out your heart 100% to make this revolution to succeed, if you thinking that IPOP is another social club, IPOP is another social club where they will make music and they will be calling people name Igbo Odogwu, onye nwe Igbo Odogwu na South, onye nwe Igbo Odogwu na America, and you think that is what all that you have come to do in this moment, this critical time when the revolution has already kicked up. When the revolution has already kicked up, and you think it is time to play game, it's time to play, it's time to showcase self, it is time for people to see you, it's time for you to claim you are shining before people. If that is the game you are playing when 10,000 men are under arm, you are doomed. You are doomed. You are finished. You are finished. You are finished. You are totally finished. We need to know that at this very point, there is no going back. IPOP can never remain the same. Biafran land can never remain the same. And I'm telling you, ESN, those people recruited in ESN, their life can never remain the same. Their life can never be again as the way their life is before they touch gun, before they fire on the air, before the gun was given into their hands. You that think revolution is going to start again tomorrow, and you are coming in the Facebook, you are a Biafran, you are this. I want you to hear this very program. 10,000 men, they are under arm, no playing of game. Every Biafran, everybody in the old Eastern region should stand up to support ESN and they take ownership of ESN. Make sure they back ESN. Make sure they stand by ESN. Make sure that nothing will mix ESN to look back tomorrow. That nothing, absolutely nothing that will make the members of ESN changing their mind from the template in which they are created. Don't play game with this. 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 It's not going to be a good news for anyone. Yes, Mazipat.
Yeah, there is a point
trying to come in.
Yeah, there is a point I try to raise here. You know, because before the invention of ESN, we have seen people suddenly change their attitude in the struggle and start speaking in a different direction. Do you think that it is this still acceptable at this point where we have gone to the extreme for somebody to just wake up in the morning and just turn around and start speaking in a different dimension? Do you think it will still be tolerated like it used to be before?
Mazi,
that those who, yes.
Mazi, that is why I am coming real. That is why I am coming real to sound this warning. To sound this warning for people who are running round, people who are running their mouth. This is not IPOP in 2012, to 2019. In 2020, remember, Owazulike started the struggle in 1999. It escalated in 2012 by the emergence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Biafran were mobilized all over the world under one command. Then they continue doing family meetings, family gathering, town hall meeting from 2012 to 2019, marching into 2020. Then ESN was launched, and now we are talking of 10,000 men under arm. Not 10,000 men with flag, not 10,000 men that are going to family meeting, to clap hand and go home. 10,000 men trained to handle gun. 10,000 men that gun is in their hand as we talk now. Gun is in their hand. Now you will ask yourself, tomorrow morning we are going to compare how many army did British use to conquer Africa and colonize Africa? How many army did they have? Did they come with from British to colonize Africa? Did they have up to 10,000 men on foot soldiers? Did they have up to that? 10,000 men under arm. With arm.
And it is very, very important to know that that more people are even asking to be recruited.
Mazi, I am following the man on. We are under one command. In the representative, anytime Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak, he speak under representative capacity. We are not doing guesswork here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says 10,000 men are under armed now. We are not talking of how many ESN are, or maybe there is those that still carry stick, or maybe
we are talking about those that still want to join these 10,000 men.
That's what I'm talking. The people that want to join is not my topic at this moment. I'm talking about the people that have been declared by Mazi, and his word is not lie, and he never lie to us. Okay, even if he has tried to speak some word under code, that does not mean he lied to us. Anything he says out his mouth is confirmed truth. 10,000 men under arm. This is not a joke. I am bringing this program for people who are still joking, talking like kids at this point, that what concerns them is their personal issue with individuals, They are coming to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do me this, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu me palamunka, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu me palamunka. This is not at the point we are right now. So people should move away from this, anything that concerns you with individual. By the time this revelation is completed, you will sit in table and you'll be able to resolve your issue. Whatever anybody does to you, or whatever you felt offended, anybody has offended you, then you can know how to reconcile. But at this time is not time to antagonize anybody. This is the time to ensure that the revolution that started is completed. That revolution is completed, that everything remain under our control, that we remain the ownership.
Solomon, what you are trying to say is that ESN needs support now, because if for any reason Biafrans fail to support ESN, and for whatsoever reason the project fails, you have 10,000 men under arms. Iye monkey cop
our people are still joker. I listened to the question and answer people are asking Mazi in his capacity and position. Mazi, since morning, you know, when I call you, I was crying.
Yes.
Tears,
Yes.
my eyes is red. I am crying. Said, so Biafrans, they are still in this mindset of when Uchemofo was sleeping in the radio Biafra. Uchemofo was looking for ofe ga-etinyeli onugbu na ofe ga-etinyeli ogusi na ofe ga-etinyeli na ofe ga-adịli oguli na radio Biafra. So men are still thinking that this is just the time. Emergence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escalate the demand for Biafran freedom, the demand for referendum for Biafra. He escalated from what started in 1999. It was escalated in 2012, and in 2020 it escalated again. So let me tell you, Mazi does not have automobile or have any like some of them who are talking about Biafra that are going to India to collect sham, say that the man in India is their mentor, they are following. Now Mazi, you are looking at right now, is on the commitment to ensure that the revolution that started is completed. If you fail to support and take ownership of ESN by supporting with everything that required for that support, and you are PG, and you are traditional ruler, and you are governor, and you are senator, and you are common businessman in Kanu or in Kaduna, you fail to support, and the 10,000 men are under arm. If they fell in that template which they are created, then your community is disastered. Is a disaster. So why I'm saying this is for you to see reason why you can never be alive breathing for ESN to fail, for ESN not to have a support, for you to be breathing air in that Biafra line, that area, or in that geographic area, for you to be breathing this natural air that God is not charging you, and you failed to support ESN. You are playing politics, you are setting security outfit, you are bringing army, you are bringing soldier, and these 10,000 men under the template of protecting of life and property fell. You are gonna. That is the warning, and that is the analysis that I will be doing tomorrow morning. You only need to wear to capture now. Now, we are talking about farming. Ago, if you knows that this revolution is on, you might be the one that will capture hunger, cage hunger, make sure that hunger did not succeed in Biafran land. Because all of you should not be ESN, underarm, or this. The revolution that is on now, you look to where to capture for Biafra. Look for where to capture for this revolution to succeed. Make sure that Rago, hunger, did not find place in Biafran land. This is the part of this revolution. Are you listening? Make sure we are going to capture the capture the monetary aspect. Make sure that this revolution did not lack money. Listen very carefully. Some of you might not be interested in what I'm saying. You might feel it's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who is saying this thing. But listen to me very, very carefully. Listen to me very, very carefully. Some of you will make sure in this revolution that there will be no lack for money. I mean money. Dosalego here and there. This revolution, if you by any means possible, keep back the money that's supposed to be made available for this revolution, and this revolution fell, and it fell because you keep back that money, you will have yourself to be blamed. Your society can never remain the same again. Your environment can never remain. You will be the one calling with your mouth. If I had known, I would have not ate the money they gave me to keep. If I have known, I would have not saved the money. Because when you see what will become of you when this revolution failed, you will regret, because the money could not save you. You will regret because the money will be valueless to you. What is the value of money in a situation where you will find yourself? In a situation where you will find your society, in a situation where you will find your brothers and your sisters. Listen, there in this revolution, some people's duty is to make sure that anything money that this revolution required does not lack. Now listen. There is people whose their position is to capture every institution in the world that required lobby for this revolution to stand, for this revolution to succeed. Any institution in the world that needed to be lobbied for this very revolution to be complete, because if it fell, you are gonna. Now listen, there is people whose their duty is to make sure that every institution that needed to be lobbied. This education I'm giving is just for the people who are calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Radio Biafra and the overloading and overstretching that man that have sacrificed most. And you think no gebulugo onwe ka Biafra wee bia. You think no ye TM man onwe bob onwe no. Biafra Webia is the one that I am talking to now. Revelation have started, and it is our primary duty to ensure that it does not fail. That is what you need to know. So ka hapụ ịdị na-ezigo ozi ka ụmụazị na-enye gị milk. Maazị, kedu ihe m ga-eme gọvanọ Abonyi? Ka ịdị akụkọ dị ihe a. Emelu unu ihe eme. Unu eji ọzọ ụbụrụ eche echiche. Unu eji ọzọ ụbụrụ egbuala unu isi. Now the revolution is on. There is people whose duty are. Please, the logo you are seeing right now is a new logo for BTV. So you like it, okay? You like it. It doesn't. Our flag doesn't make any difference from the broadcast that we are having. There is people whose duty are to capture, to make sure every institution in the world that needed to be lobbied to ensure that the revolution that started in 2020 is complete. The revolution that started in 2020, that it is completed, that this is a circle. We must make sure that the circle is completed. There is people whose duty are here to make sure you use your long leg. You use your long leg. You use your long leg to make sure that you are out to support fully, wholeheartedly, to ensure that every institution in the world that needed the lobby for this very particular revolution to complete, that you take part on that. These are different fronts. Now there is people whose duty are to capture every political arena. We will be bringing it up by tomorrow morning. Every political arena. Stop calling Radio Biafra to make nonsense contribution and nonsense comment, nonsense talk. While you know, go back to every preaching that has been made in Radio Biafra. You know what to do. Why are you still asking questions? because you wanted somebody to breastfeed you. You want somebody to give you milk. You are working for DSS. You want people to hear what they will say. Mazi said. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. That is what you are working for. Stop looking for who will give you milk. We are eating bones now. It is your turn to make your own contribution.
Mazi, we have become lions.
You must make your own contribution to make sure that this revolution is completed. Now, there is people whose duty should be to capture every political arena in Biafran land. Every political arena in Biafran land, capture it. Capture it. Somebody that will breastfeed you, we put feeding bottle in your mouth. This is not an era of Uchemofo in Radio Biafra. Sleeping. I'm calling you my deputy, to thank you for what you are doing for us, Biafra. Is going to be what you are doing for Biafra. You that is calling, what you are doing for Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has put everything down. And by now we are talking, he has not succeeded. He has not succeeded. Why he has not succeeded is because you are not making your own sacrifice. You are not making your own sacrifice. You are not putting down your own. You are not putting down your own. You are like the woman in Samaria who agreed with his mate to kill their child and eat, and the woman killed his own child and eat. Then it is the next day for the other woman to bring his own child. He's calling Radio Biafra. Thank you, Mazi, for what you are doing for us. What do you want me to do in Anambra? What you already hear the radio. Everything you need to do has already been stated. Stop calling like a child. If you know anything to do to ensure that this very revolution is completed, go ahead. So there is people whose duty are to capture every political arena. I thank some of you who are calling me, who are working close with all these governors, with all these politicians, to be able to spies and get what they are doing and what their plans are. Because all of them, because they have failed to work for Biafrans, because they have failed to work for their own people. Instead, they are doing everything, even creating security outfit to work for Fulanis, to protect Fulanis, to protect the interests of Fulanis. While your people are dying and perishing, there is no federal government present in your state, in your region. Your people are running away, investing in other regions, and you are helping to pursue them, so that your land will be free for Fulani terrorists to occupy. So all these people who are not working for us in the political arenas, who are not supporting, who are not working for us, you know, your duty, you that I'm talking that call Radio Biafra, you want somebody to give you milk. You that is calling Radio Biafra, you want somebody to give you feeding bottle. Then check where your assignment should be for this very revolution to complete. Check out. There is something you need to do. You are not doing it is the reason why this very revolution will fail, and you will see hell. You will see hell. There is something you need to do. There is people that duties are to capture political arena. Stop missing issue with IPOP. If you know you are anointed politicians and you are anointed in mobilizing for the interest of Biafra, why not venture? Why are you waiting to talk Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before you work for your people? I've given you instances with Ngige before they contaminate him today. He came through the back door, he stood up and worked with his people in the expense of his life. So if you know you are anointed in walking around the politicians, mingling in the politics, and that, make sure you stand up for it, for this very revolution to be completed. Stop beating around the bush. If you know that you are a freedom fighter, stand out. There is something that you must do. You must not be the ESN. You must not be the broadcaster. We need even professional broadcasters now. Professional broadcasters. We need professional journalists. We need people who will capture every media
Activity.
every media activities for
Yes.
this revolution to be complete. And you are busy calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, making one statement every day.
Yeah, Mazi Solomon, for you to round up, because we'll be coming back later in the evening, which is your morning, we have to be specific with time, so that our people will not, mistake it for, because as we all know, you are 10 hours ahead. So I think we have to fix this time for 10 p.m. Biafra land time, which is 11 p.m. here in Italy, so that our people will be able to understand what time will be coming back. And when we also come back, we'll be touching on the issues, things that are happening in Ebonyi, a clip that you sent to me. The young lady that was complaining about how the Fulani herdsmen, but these things have gone beyond Fulani herdsmen. There is a new dimension to what is happening in Ebonyi, and we are working on the events and we're bringing them bit by bit throughout this week. There is an Islamist agenda to Ebonyi State is considered a conquered territory for the Islamic agenda, and today we have one of the biggest Islamic school in Ebonyi. So we are going to look into that. All these attacks you see happening in Ebonyi today is not just perpetrated by only herdsmen. These are also fundamentalist activities coded, trying to subdue the people to take over that part of Biafra land. And we are here to expose some of those activities. So, Mazi Solomon, let's wind it down so that you'll be able to return back in good, in a good energy, because your time is almost late now from your end.
Yes, thank you so much, Mazi Pat. So what I just did this night is to let you understand what will be happening by tomorrow morning, when we will be coming with a video clips
Which is by 11
by
p.m.
evening.
Biafra land time. 11
Yes,
p.m. Biafra land time.
exactly. So we will be coming to with video clips to make you to clear for you what is happening. But before you go,
And still the need, because what ESN is fighting is not just Fulani. There is a lot of battle going on. There are lots of work for ESN to do. Intelligent work, intelligent gathering. It's like there is a very big conspiracy as well on the part of those who disagree with the activities of IPOB against the activities of ESN. They are plotting the fall of ESN, but we are here to bring those revelations to our people so that you understand yes.
By tomorrow morning, they should understand that everybody in the southeast and everybody in Biafran land should not treat ESN the way they treated IPOP. There are two different formations and the people don't understand. It's still under one command. It's still under one command. Remember, when Christ died, he said, I'm going to the Father. And when I get to the Father, I will send you comfort. And this comfort is not going to be the one that will be following you, or when you are in the boat, he will not be there, or when you went to fishing. That this very comfort that is coming is going to be the one that will live in you. He live in you, he live in me. So, and the sin against this Holy Ghost can never be forgiven. And he said that this Holy Ghost will bear witness of him. ESN are bearing witness of what IPOP has been doing over these years. If you allow yourself to treat ESN the way you treated IPOP, this is not IPOP, you know, from 2012 to 2020 that are carrying flag, that are doing any by any on the street. These are not the IPOP that are doing family meetings in Oba, that you will go break the fence and then scatter people, destroy people's property. This is not the ESN. The IPOP, you will come to the Facebook, your father, your mother, and all those you insulting yourself. ESN is not that IPOP. ESN is the escalation. Escalation of what IPOP has been doing from 2012 to 2020. That is what ESN is. So you should not, even if you are such person, you are playing politics with IPOP, you maltreated IPOP, you humiliated IPOP, and
we saw pictures of IPOB members being thrown in the mud by the Nigerian army.
By Nigerian army, you throw them on the mud, you spit at their face, you blow them tear gas.
You shoot them in Aba High School.
In Aba High School, at Emene, you shot them, and the Radio Biafra people will sit and be screaming, they are killing our people, they are killing our people. This is not the same IPOP. ESN is not that IPOP. ESN is not that IPOP. Even from now, for this revolution to complete, you might even not see the meeting of IPOP that you normally say, IPOP people, they are meeting here. You may not even see that kind of meeting of IPOP because it has escalated. It has escalated. And if you are not able to stop IPOP that is carrying flag, it is the ESN, 10,000 men under gun, with gun. If you are not able to stop IPOB, my friend, you need to listen to the sound of my voice. I know what I'm saying. I'm not saying IPOB. I'm saying IPOB. Listen to your volume very well.
Mazi is not referring. It's not referring to you. Go ahead. Don't mind comments, please.
This IPOB,
we are rounding off.
This IPOB, you maltreated, you treated wrongly. You cannot afford to have the same treatment to ESN. This IPOP that you always been called to come and support, you failed to support them financially, morally. This is not, ESN is not that IPOP that will always come on your door, kneel down, beg you, apologize, and pleaded, you join, you support. This ESN is not that IPOP. And that is what I want to use these few days of this program to let our people to understand. Because of Fekada Amambe Ekele Nkwoka. Nkwu ụkwa ofeke adama mgbe ekele nkwu ụkwa. We must know the era we are in. This is not the era of Uchemofo, who is sleeping in Radio Biafra. I know why I'm saying it, because I'm listening to Radio Biafra at that time. It tires me when people will call Radio Biafra with the same thing every day. Deputy, we come to thank you for what you are doing. Chara chara yo. You must know that na ekelolu eke.
Some of us even joined hand in thanking him at the time. including myself.
So you supposed to know na kita abrozi ọsọ nwaanyị na-agba ekpu aka n'ala. Ihe abro this IPOP in a pure water on the street that time. Are you hearing me?
You have to open online country.
10 minutes. In 5 minutes they march. When they march for 5 minutes, you will see, if ever has a look, these are men 10,000 on that arm. So if you are playing hanky panky, looking at how you love how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying, how he doesn't say I like that, I don't like, yeah, bros, at that time. He megide go ha cross IPOP has crossed to ESN, Eastern Security Network, 10,000 men as of today under arm. So you need to wake up. Everybody need to wake up. This is not shy play. This is not shy play. You need to take stand. This is not the time you are claiming I will support, I will not support. This is the time, even if you are doing little, you have to do extra now. Because this point in time, it is at the bank of no return. No return. All of you will be labeled criminals. All of you will be labeled secessionists. All of you will be labeled terrorists. All of you will finished. And I'm telling you, you will see the wrath of a hopeless man. You will see how your society will become. You are claiming of insecurity today. Insecurity, this child play of things that is happening, that even just take me now to be the governor of Anambra State or governor of anywhere, I will just handle this one that is happening. But the one you cannot control, the one you cannot control, the one human will not control, the one you can call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and he will not be able to control because you have done everything to destroy the template. The template in which, because tomorrow you will come back to say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one that launched ESN. You should remember that one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu launched ESN. He launched ESN under a template. And is asking you, support this template. Kodele nwoke mma, dele nwanya mma, mani ifolu ntutu ta, se kama ga-eme ya. Male that now you are the one that is going to be blamed at the end of this journey. You are the one, because he created the ESN in this template to ensure the protection of life and property. If you destroy this template, if you by your selfishness make anything go wrong and this revolution did not complete, you will own yourself a blame. Thank you
very much, Mazi.
Wait for me tomorrow morning. This is just 6 minutes past 12 midnight. So I am looking at 6 hours from now to come back on your way with more analysis as to regard to what I am saying this very
that will be 9 p.m. Biafra time then. 9 p.m. Biafra time we are here, which is 10 p.m. Western European time. 9 p.m. Biafra time. Join us. We'll be coming back to give you more feed on what is on the ground. Mazi Solomon, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for laying the ground foundation. In fact, it took you over an hour to lay the ground foundation. I wonder what the main story is going to look like. But we'll try to make it as brief as possible at that time, so that our people will also have enough time to rest and prepare for their whatever the next day. So, Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you for coming. And I want to say thank you, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I want to say thank you for being here with us. All your comments are well appreciated. Somebody said I'm feeling dizzy. I'm not feeling dizzy. I'm here with you. I don't sleep on duty, but yes, sometimes your eye drops water as a result of little emotions, you know. So, but I want to say thank to each and every one of you. I cannot call all your names. Your comments are taken care of. Please help us share this program, make it go round. And we hope to meet you again. And until we come back again, my name remains Ikem Patrick Dike. And I want to say have a wonderful evening and God bless you all.
It's YCMB. It's Young Crew Nation. My blessed country. Only God can save my blessed country. We're going through a lot of hell. We keep on praying for God's intervention. Make a promise they ain't do no shit now. That's the fucking reason people down up to my hunger. I don't see no freezing leaders. Why the country suffering when we have good resources? The poor are getting poorer now. Why the rich are getting richer now? They send their kids to foreign countries just for them to have a better living. They stacking money for their generations. Why the orphanage are begging for food? The citizens are being surprised just for asking for their human rights. We're paying bills that we don't consume. Even the workers ain't getting paid now. Yeah, they say they use a fucking lazy. Money missing every day, but they know. But they ain't talk about it missing monies. They're building companies in the foreign countries. What about my blessed country leaders?